Welcome back, welcome back. We have Carolyn Klein and Trudy McManus here from the Boone County Extension Service. And a few months ago, we had a little session with you, I think. Did we have a session? And we're talking about strong women, right?
And men.
And men.
men, that's right.
But they're secondary. They're way, like a...
Well, this started out gearing towards women, didn't it? And then it's just evolved into having men involved.
Well, on a national level, it is geared towards women because
Okay.
that's what the research was done on originally, was women. But, in our counties, we want to open it up to everybody. So we want to include men because we know it's beneficial for them as well.
I want everyone to be healthy. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And the program lasts how long? We're going to talk about a new session coming up in January, right?
Uh-huh.
But how long do the sessions last?
It's a 12-week program. We meet twice a week, and the sessions are an hour each.
Mm-hmm. And what do you expect to achieve between day one and 12 weeks later?
Well, we want them to be able to gain strength, hopefully some bone density, and just overall better health.
And
Is there-
balance, all that coordination.
Yeah, I was going to
is
ask
all
about
Lots of
balance
things
because as we get older, we lose our balance, right?
Yes.
And this is geared for the older crowd or not?
It is designed for middle-aged to older adults, and therefore it does help with balance and fall prevention. And while, all of our standing exercises and anything where we're building the muscles in the legs is helpful for that, we do some exercises that are developed specifically for that, such as the one-legged stork, where we stand on one leg for a little while.
Are we going
and-
to do that today?
Are we doing that one? No? Okay.
Oh, we're
Good,
not
because
doing
I don't want
So you have to come to class for that one.
Okay.
You talk about age, but it doesn't require that you be old to take the class, is that right?
Absolutely not. Anybody is, invited to come, and everyone can benefit from this.
And I want to talk to you about why you got it, how you got involved with this. Was there a certain reason why you wanted to start taking this class?
Yes. What happens to all of us as we reach a certain age
And you're
is,
talking to me.
and is that me, end up with more fat than muscle.
Uh-huh.
And so one of the things that this program does is that it turns that around so that you can end up with more muscle than fat. And the end result of that is you've got better glucose handling, you end up feeling better, looking better, and you don't even break a sweat while this weight training is going on.
So basically, it's a healthy thing too.
It is.
And I'm sure that there's cases where people have had health issues and have started to exercise and have thought more about being healthy, and a lot of those symptoms go away.
We even have one person who is involved in the process and has been on multiple years, who came because she had osteoporosis, the thinning of the bones. And what she came and announced not too long ago was that the thinning had stopped and that there was the beginning of building bone back again.
Great.
So it's a wonderful thing when
Now,
that occurs.
personally, can you tell the difference?
Oh, yes.
In what way?
Well, let's just take as an example, when I'm not exactly svelte, but when I put this on, when I bought it, my bulges came
Okay.
out quite a bit further than
We
they
had a
do
before
now.
there
and
you
after
go.
photo.
That's right.
But
Well, thank goodness we don't.
it makes you proud, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And it increases your strength and endurance and your balance. During the summer, I help with an agricultural enterprise. And so this last year, the reason that I got involved in this was that I wanted to build strength before summer came so that I wouldn't have such a traumatic time of it. And I had a great summer. No problems at all. So you
No
could,
extra pulled muscles
That's
or
right.
back problems or any of that stuff. And that goes along with the exercise program that we're talking about.
Yes.
Obviously, there are techniques you can take home as well and do them at home, although you have a class too.
We have classes 2 days a week, and we provide training so that individuals can do a third day at home.
And even continue after the 12-week course. You can-
Well, in actual fact, what occurs is the classes are set up for 12 weeks, but we just keep going and going and going because there are some of us who would never do anything at home alone.
Exactly.
So
Okay.
we get together and we joke and we exercise and
So give us, tell us again when it starts before I know you're going to do a little demonstration, but tell us more about when it starts and the days and all that.
Well, I'm very excited because we actually have more than one class coming up in January because we have 5 leaders trained now
Wow.
who can actually
good.
begin to take over the classes. And that's why they get to last more than 12 weeks, which is a wonderful thing. So they're all starting in January. And so there's going to be an orientation on January 5th. And that's going to be from 8:30 to 9:30 at St. John's Episcopal Church. And so we want, anyone who's interested to come on out to that, and we're going to talk about it and tell them what they need to bring and all of that. And, if you decide you're not interested, then you can not go any further at that point if you want to. But we're going to do that, and then the classes will start the next week, and they'll be Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30 to 8:30, and then
In the
we'll
morning. It's in the morning.
starting January 11th for that one. And then the other one is going to be Mondays and Wednesdays from 8:30 to 9:30. And so that's going to start January 10th.
Okay,
Awesome.
good.
And there'll be one at the Senior Center too. So if you're interested in that one, it'll be a little bit later in the morning, about 10 o'clock or so.
So you
So
can
call them.
meet everyone's needs that way with the different times. And
Yes.
But will it,
Different
at the
days.
senior center, will it also be a Monday and Wednesday and a Tuesday and Thursday
That one
situation?
is a Tuesday, Thursday.
Okay, all right. But for more information, you can contact the extension office?
Absolutely,
Okay.
at 741-6168.
All right. Well, I think you guys are ready to exercise, right? You're going to show us some techniques. I'm the microphone holder, if that's okay with you.
are we going to go straight into it, or are we going to break?
Well, we could,
Whatever. you tell me.
either way. Let's just go,
Okay.
while we've got the momentum going, let's
Okay.
just go and do some exercises here.
All right. Well, I'm going to be the exercise leader this morning, and first thing I want you to do is to sit down.
Yes, ma'am.
The first exercise that we're going to do is called a biceps curl. And under your chair, you will find 2 hand weights. Pick one up in each hand.
Now, why do you pick the certain weight? Or how do you pick a weight?
You
Is there a reason for
start
that?
with a relatively light weight because people whose muscles aren't trained certainly don't need to overtax them.
Okay.
It's really important to use the proper form in whatever we do because if you don't have the proper form, you won't be building the right muscles.
Okay, and you might be injure yourself if you do
Exactly.
it wrong. Okay.
Exactly. And safety is one of our top
All right.
priorities.
Proceed.
So what you're going to do is you're going to sit up about halfway up your chair, your feet firmly in front of you so that you're balanced. Your arms are by your side. And what you're going to do, I'll do a sample to begin with. What you're going to do is keep your arms, your elbows pinned to your sides, and bring your arms, your hands up with your weight very slowly and then back down. All right, so let's start. Ready? Here we go, very slowly all the way up, and then very slowly all the way down. Up very slowly and down. Now what we do is we do 2 sets of 10 of these, resting between them, and that's enough to give the sample of what that is like.
Can you explain a little bit why you're going at that slow pace instead of just, doing your reps as fast as you can?
The slow pace is what builds the muscles.
Okay.
And especially what builds the muscles is when you are going down to go very slowly.
As much resistance going down as coming up. Okay. Good.
Exactly.
All right.
And what we do is we get people over the course of the class to move up in weights as the weight they're using becomes very easy to work with. And so then they move up to a slightly higher weight because it's only if you are still working those muscles that you're building the muscle and building the bone
Okay.
and all that goes with that.
Now, do you do the same exercises each session, or do you change it up every time?
We do the same ones because these exercises were determined through research-based studies. They target specific muscle groups that are the ones that middle and older adults need to have rebuilt in
Okay.
order to go into even older age very
So
strong.
these are the muscles that need building more than other ones. Okay,
Yes,
good.
they are. And there are 3 sets of exercises for the upper body. There are 3 sets for the lower body. There are several for balance. There are some that are just general strength, for the entire body. We do stretches in order to release any tension that comes as a result of doing the exercises. We walk for 5 minutes before we even start exercising because we want to get blood flowing through all the muscles.
Get it all,
So-
a total plan. Let me get over here.
We do have some additional exercises, though, if folks are worried about, maybe not wanting to do the same ones repetitively. There are some to replace the ones that we normally do, should we decide that we want to. So all the time, the national organization is coming out with new exercises from Tufts University that are researched.
Okay. How you doing over there?
I'm great.
Are you feeling the pain?
What
you
are the
feeling
leg
burn?
weights for?
Well, let's put them on.
Oh, hey.
Leg exercise.
I'm so glad I asked.
Leg
Oh, I gotta make
weights that we use are weights that you wrap around your ankle, and often we use ones like this that are adjustable. What happens is that some of these have pockets in which you can put
Okay.
weights, so that
So you can add or
Mhm.
decrease the amount of weight.
vary the amount of that, and others are set up so that they are just standard weights.
I'm so glad I dressed in the proper attire to be doing this.
Oh, yes, that's great. And what we're going to do is a leg extension, a knee extension.
Oops.
And I'm going to give you my towel, Ann, and you
Okay,
can
I
put it
came
under
apart.
your knee.
Thank you.
You're going to put it under the
One
knee
knee?
of the leg that you're going to
So I need to scoot back.
scoot all the way back.
I'm stuck. There we go.
And what you're going to do is your foot needs to kind of swing free a little bit with that there.
Well, it would without my heels on.
And what you're going to do is extend that leg out to the front.
Flex your foot.
Keep your
Okay.
foot flexed, and then slowly come down. And then we're going to go up very slowly, hold, and then down very slowly. And up very slowly, and then
Now,
down.
now, for some people, a weight would probably not even be used. Is that right?
Exactly. We often start people out in this program without any weights at all. They just go through the process of the movement without weights because some people need additional lightweight work before they move to anything heavier.
But one thing is probably encouraging that anybody that starts this course will improve, no matter what age.
Exactly.
And they don't need to feel that they're too old to be doing any
Oh, no.
kind of this exercise.
Someone who just joined the program within the last 2 or 3 weeks said that she surprised herself by walking up and down stairs, which she had been avoiding for some time. And she said that she didn't have any knee pain, and she had to assume that it came primarily from this exercise.
Yeah.
Because what happens is you are building the muscle that is around the joint that you are working in all cases. And so when you build that muscle, then you can in fact make those movements with less problems.
Okay, good.
But those are the 2 exercises
That's
that
it.
we wanted to
Okay,
show you this
all right,
morning.
well, great. Let's talk about the sessions again because we probably spurred some interest out there. You got the dates? Do you need your cheat sheet to I didn't want you to stumble.
Well, the most important one is the orientation, so they can
Okay.
come and find out more about it. And that's going to be on January 5th. And it's from 8:30 to 9:30 at St. John's Episcopal Church in Parish Hall. So just come on out and check it out, and then
Okay.
we'll start classes January 10th or 11th, depending on if you'd
All right.
rather do Mondays and Wednesdays or Tuesdays and Thursdays,
Thanks.
and the times vary.
Shout your phone number out there for everyone out there that's
Okay.
in the other room that's not watching.
Yeah. The number for the Extension office is 741-6168.
All right. Thank you
you,
guys so much for
ladies.
coming by. Great information. I always love to see people that try to take care of their body.
Come and have fun with us.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Up next, Mary Ann Sullivan. She's with
Mary
the
Ann?
Anna Marie, sorry. Where's Mary Ann at?
I don't. Who is
She's
Mary
coming
Ann?
next
Is that
week.
a friend of hers? Anne Marie.
Anna Marie Sullivan's coming up. She's with the Harrison Chamber of Commerce, and we're going to be talking about the Christmas parade. Stay with us.